The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
And here's Hazard. And this is Pele. Now it's Hazard. He's had it taken off him. Dembele, well timed, excellent interception. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. It's run loose here. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Hazard. There's a sharp little ball here. Pacho. Either side especially adventurous early on. Now it's Yamal. Rodri. Zanetti. Zabani was in no mood for any of that. João Neves. Now it's Yamal. Pinches it off him. Rodri.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
He's fizzed it forward. Yamal has it in a wide position. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chiellini concedes a free kick for that. O'Reilly is one of those players... Oh, what a mistake! And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, he's on his own! And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Cruzeiro! Some heroic goalkeeping. But even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be, should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, Yamal!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nicked it back promptly. Yamal. And it's Neves. Chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substituição em andamento.
Cruzeiro with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. tries to get it clear. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now a sudden chance to counter. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Hops for safety. Yamal. He's found a way past, and he's managed to get free. Cross in. Thuram with the clearance. 30 minutes gone. And he skips past his man. No, he's not getting any further than that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Out towards the flank. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and again! But he's left disappointed.
Kukçu is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Stood up well to him there. And it's Dembele. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that looks a decent ball. Duke stood his ground strongly.
He could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And he's intervened well there. Great vision. Oh, Red, nice interception. Totti, looking for the run. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. It's Totti! Brilliant by Totti! About as smooth as it gets. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making him guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter.
That's the end of the first 45. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Cruzeiro are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substituição.
Second period then underway.
Cruzeiro have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And he's well positioned here. Shoots! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look...
Applies the finish! And that is wildly off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Duke, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Zanetti, and it's Hazard. In with the challenge. Chiellini with a definite foul there. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substituição
Can
no
make a
time do
change for the first
Cruzeiro.
time in the game here.
Camisa
Change
4.
being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
Pelé, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's beautifully weighted. Khan claims comfort. Kanji wins the duel this time. Rodri. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Now it's Hazard. Always onto this. That'll be a throw. Now it's Pelé. Tacho spots it and intercepts. Duke being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Donadoni! And no mistake. And there's the goal they've been looking for. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
He's shifting through the gears here. He won't be happy with that one. Now this could be a chance. Hazard conjures time and space where few can. And it's Neves.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play, and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Foot in. Cruzeiro can't breathe again. Just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a
Substituição
goal.
no time do Cruzeiro. Camisa 19. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 20.
Rodri. Aims beyond the defence. That has not gone well. Akanji. Now Zabani. Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Shevchenko. And this is Inzaghi. And a chance! It's a goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And that has left him in a heap. And here's Inzaghi.
Cruzeiro really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! And yes, it's there! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided. Inzaghi! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Donatoni. Looking to play him in. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's found a way, and the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Couch, with a reputation for taking on any shot. Timber
Foram
does well to get it
indicados
back.
6 minutos de acréscimo.
That's gone loose. Looking for options, for movement. Well, now it's a race for the ball. That is good alertness. Now it's Pele. Totti goes for a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He's gone direct here. And that will be the final act. Cruzeiro illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Cruzeiro e Corinthians.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And the finish! Goal! Corinthians! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Pelo jogador, camisa 9.
Cruzeiro finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it goes cross-field.
Good switch, that.
And it's Neves. Chiellini cuts it out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. No, that's been intercepted. No, that was never going to make it. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. And he's picked out the run. Mbappe! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This is Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's a good ball out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. He has a look up. Joe! What a save by Seaman! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass. Just the keeper in his way. He's having a shot! And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Corinthians are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want...
Chance for a shot! It's a goal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Dembele. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Chiellini. It's Kimmich. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Zabarnyi. Dembele. Kimmich. Played into space. He's in plenty of space here. He leaps for it! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Somewhat off target. Struck it tidily. It's a pretty loose pass. It's clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Mbappe. Cruzeiro are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Silvestre has given away a free kick. Zabarnyi, who does have an assist to his name. Now there's a fine ball.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Tchouaméni. Now it's Messi.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, it's Dembele. That has not gone well. Dembele, and he cuts out the supply. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Senhoras e senhores,
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing, The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Teremos uma substituição.
We're on the move again.
Cruzeiro can really do with some bigger names standing up here.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
João Neves is behind this one.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Messi! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
That's a cute ball. That's good vision. Taken back almost at once. Might be danger here. Oh, this looks sharp. Duke going about things with real menace.
Might want to be careful there.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he has shown him a yellow card. Bastoni with the clearance. Rice. Yamal. Good, strong midfield running here. Tries to pass it through. Big chance! That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Tchouaméni. Passing nice and neat. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, there's a probing ball. It's a really well-measured ball. Silvestre does well not to be outdone there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means... And a chance! Oh, and again! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Corinthians certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Silvestre. Messi.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Cruzeiro can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Tchouaméni. Duke. Oh, super ball! He came in hard, very hard.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
you know, the interest value in this.
Chance!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
João Neves, given the lift of his goal. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place
Substituição no
outside
time
the
do
area.
Cruzeiro.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Sai para a entrada do jogador, camisa 15.
This is about as perfect a free kick position as you could wish for.
And it's Timber. This looks promising. That is good strength. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Bastoni deals with that comfortably. Cruzeiro are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Neymar. Zé Roberto.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Adams calmly anticipates. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I suppose they need something to bring.
Shot a goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that could have brought them level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
It's their second corner of the game.
Pelo jogador, camisa 63.
Adams with the clearance. Good challenge, excellent challenge. And now a sudden chance to counter. Deftly away. Cruzeiro have got it back and they'll have another go. Adams attempts a clearance. Duke is onto this. And he's heaved it away. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. He's going for goal! Delicious from Duke! A finish right from the top draw. And right near the end, we have parity. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And the shot! In he goes again. Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And that will be the final act. Cruzeiro can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it's got to be said, Peter, it's a day to forget for the players at the heart of a defence who were just getting beaten way too easily on so many occasions. But I think the manager, too, has to take responsibility for his failure to stop the leaks.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.